Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone, and he returns this to the 22.
Come on, set! Ready!
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Levis on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately, he caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. In motion left comes Williams.
Go.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Muscles him off, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, Get it out to him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary?
Go!
Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He's got this one completed to Mims. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing. Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
60.
Looking to throw. Hooker. This to Laporta, right side. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Levis now off of play action. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
First down, here's White. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Buccaneers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Levis keeps it option left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Williams, the man in motion left. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
A quick throw complete to Washington. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Tag! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Go!
Levis looking to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
19-18!
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go! Strike!
2nd and a couple.
Go, Rig! Go! Check 26. Check smash. Check smash. Ready?
Read option. This is White. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's out wide for Palmer. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
White. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Trap 60! Trap 60! Ready, ready?
A second down throw from Levis. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let go.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hooker's going to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Ready.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Ready. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll go for it. Hooker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Levis throwing again on 2nd down. That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw on target to Godwin here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Godwin continues to be the receiver every quarterback wants in his offense. Over 100 catches and 1,000 yards last season. Fills out reliable short field role and knows how to get open quickly on any type of route.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Running out of the gun with White. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 75 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Open man, it's Palmer. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Otten brings it in over the middle. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? This is caught, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They'll try and run it with White. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A one-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Levis to throw off play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Off the play fake, Levis. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's White. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. Again, this is White. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. A toss running left. White. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Williams being motion left.
Ready.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Hooker able to connect with Mims. Able to fight through one tackle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Trap 50, trap 50.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Now he'll escape to his left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action now. Levis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Levis on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Levis now on 1st and 10. Gets the check down throw to White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. He's got White here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Levis out of the shotgun now. And he fires one incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Levis. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Josh Paschal there to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Here's Hooker to throw it. That's to the tight end, Laporta. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Looking to throw. Hooker. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here we go, Shaq.
The Bucks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Levis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They stay on the ground with White. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Levis now on 2nd down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
And now look at him go. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Let's go.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Hooker. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gibbs. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken a 4th quarter lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers.
You're holding
What
up
does that
4
mean?
fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
St. Brown motioning left.
Hustle. Ready.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Hooker. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second and goal, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Rig, 18, buy in.
Here's Hooker. And that is incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's first and 10. Here's Levis. Finds White. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. That's complete to Otten. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. He completes it right side to White. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. One final try here for Will Levis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They